Hey guys, this is Samuel Take Geek, and today I'm joined by Omegaguy, Mr. John here.
Hello.
And DSlemming, also known as Phil. What's up?
Yo.
The Europe guy. Indeed. Anyway, today we're going to talk about random news. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Rock Band wireless guitar for the Wii hits the FCC. Apparently the Federal Commissions Community, or I think that's what it's called, I don't remember right now. But apparently the Rock Band guitar for the Wii is going to be wireless. But if you look at this thing, it has a huge USB hub wireless thing like you see on the older consoles. I can't imagine why they can't just incorporate Blu-ray into the guitar. It wouldn't take that much. So, yeah. And it also appears that the image depicting it is running on a PS3 on a pink TV. So apparently it's multi-system as well. So what do you guys think so far?
Well, personally, I don't see any problem in wired.
I sort of do. Think about it. When you have the guitar and you're trying to do
I know it's a bit restraining, but
activate, star power.
Does it require batteries then?
I probably think so, and that's what I hate about all this wireless revolution crap. Batteries. It's so damn annoying.
That's why I would prefer wired. Just because you don't have to replace the batteries all the time.
Well, at least you don't have to put your Wiimote in it like the Guitar Hero 3 guitar. That's sort of annoying as well.
And really, I mean, if people can just have control over what they got. Whenever I play my Wii, I always have full control. But I mean, with the cord, that could raise some problems.
Alright. Here we go with... Now, there's a new project that finally is finished. They've been working on it for years. It's called the Super Atari. I think that's what it's called. Well, what it does is it lets you play Atari 2600 games, Super Nintendo games, Nintendo Entertainment System games, and Genesis games on one big giant black console. There's a video of it on YouTube. We'll link you to the video. It's just crazy. It looks amazing. Kudos to the guys who made it. All these consoles are brilliant, and having them all in one system will make it good. You know how have you guys ever seen those NES Super Nintendo things where it's just like a fixed made console and it plays both systems? Well, this is for 4. It's for the Atari, Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo, and Genesis.
Sweet.
What do you
That'll
think?
be entertaining to get.
Yeah, I mean seriously, and it has all the controller ports on the front too, for every console.
Wow.
So there isn't any.
This is called what again?
Is it just like
It's
an
called
independent console?
Yeah, it's just an independent console, and it has all 4 slots for all 4 ports. I'll link the YouTube in the side. It's awesome. Now let's move on to you, Mr. European. Unlike most Europeans, Mr. Phil here has yet to get Mario Kart Wii because he's too lazy. And Nintendo is unaware of the Mario Kart problems. Apparently the dual disc error is still around with Mario Kart. So just because it's also a dual disc, so people are still having the dual disc error problem. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know. Mine didn't. I know mine's a launch date Wii, and I still didn't have any of the problem. I know that Mr. Liam had a problem with it, but I don't know what he did, but he still got the American version of Brawl working on his Wii perfectly. So yeah.
Shouldn't the Wii update sort that out?
It's a problem with the disc drive that was sent with it. I think it's a hardware problem.
All right.
So you have Brawl. Did you have any problems? Did you get the dual disc error, John?
Me? No.
Yeah. You know anyone who has?
As of yet, no.
Alright. Looks like Resident Evil 5 is getting more and more and more racist claims. Again. So, yet again, Resident Evil 5 is getting more racist claims, and this time it's in Europe. What do you think of this, Phil?
Well, I think it's a very sensitive subject, and, developers need to be careful when they, put mixed-race people into these, situations.
Yeah, but think about it. The Resident Evil 5 had Spanish people on it, and we didn't care. And all the others had white. It doesn't matter. I think the people who say this is racist, I think they're racist. Because are you saying that blacks can't get killed in the video game because it's racist? I mean, that seems more, racist to me. So you can only kill white people? White people are the only acceptable people for being killed? Think about it.
Yeah, you have a point.
You have to take into account there's more than one race on this planet. Just because you can kill a black person in the video game, it doesn't make it any better if you kill a white person. Think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go on to the big subject. And Mr. John here is a PS3 guy himself. How long have you owned a PS3, John?
I think about half a year.
Have you heard of the cursed 800105514 error?
On certain occasions, yes. I never took it into much thought.
Well, the 800105514 error is the equivalent to the Red Ring of Death on the PS3. And it is happening quite a lot now. It is due to some glitch in the hard drive, and when the PS3 accesses that part of the hard drive, it gets it, and your hardware is basically done for. It won't work, and it's not related to the hardware, it's a real software issue, but it's the thing that connects, I don't really know how to put it, but it's like the thing that connects the software to the hardware, and it just makes everything retarded. It relates to a faulty sector in the hard drive and faulty installation of firmware updates. So, what happens then is you still have to replace your console. And Sony is unaware of this problem and still blames it on the user, apparently. So if you ever get this problem, you're going to have to buy a new PS3 with your own money. That sucks. So what do you two think about this?
Well, lucky for me, I think Sony can be much better. I mean, this kind of problem, I think, shouldn't exist on any system.
I know. I mean, the older systems, they run perfectly. It's when we started getting this hardware and internet connectivity that we started getting this BS. I mean, it's the same with computers.
First was the Red Ring of Death, now this. What's next? The Wii's gonna explode on...
No, the Wii already has it. That's the dual disc error. It's not a fatal error, but it's still an error. And when the Wii first launched, if you connected to the internet the wrong way, what would happen is that it would delete all the stuff on your little hard drive thing.
I don't think it's unusual for consoles to have problems like these.
Yes, but it really didn't start happening until the PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox era. If you look back, the Nintendo 64 never had a Red Ring of Death. The PlayStation 1 never had the disc error, Well, the PlayStation 1 did have the empty discs thing, and so did the Dreamcast. Yeah, the Dreamcast, a lot of discs were sent empty on launch date. Yeah, so it really didn't start happening until, these last two generations.
The 6th generation.
The 5th generation, actually. I find it odd that it automatically started doing that. What do you think of this, Phil? This PS3 error?
Yeah, well, as I said, I think it's kind of inevitable.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's only happening with newer PS3s. It's not happening with older ones. So what did they do to change that this would start happening? You think they started using cheaper products or something?
Well, I think that Sony will definitely become more aware of it now, and they might offer to replace faulty systems. Well, I hope they do anyway.
I hope they do. I mean, this is a serious problem. That's like Microsoft not replacing the ROD.
Yeah.
But at least the 360s have 3-year warranties now, and Sony right now says that they won't replace it because they think it's still your problem.
Well, let's hope Sony can correct this.
Yeah. So that's been random
But
news. That's been random news for this week.